Dayton, Ohio to you comes a never-ending parade of motors, all kinds, all sizes, performing many given jobs. Electric motors from the production lines of the largest fractional horsepower producer in the world, manufactured to your high standards. We at Delco have a story to tell, and an old-timer to tell it.
Hiya, folks. You know, I sometimes wonder if people nowadays, if they know the importance of a good motor. Now, of course, to a fellow like me, it ain't very hard to remember back to the days when there wasn't any such animal as an electric motor. And they was good days, too. When I think back to the quiet Sundays, the friends that I miss now, and the girls that maybe I should have kissed, but it wasn't all good, I know. For instance, I remember packing down to the river when she froze over to haul up the summer's ice supply. And the women folks just slaving to get the family washout. I tell you, people have got it a lot better nowadays. And a lot of it is because of this electric motor. Yes, sir, that is a real servant. You know, a couple of days ago, I was sitting waiting for the doc, just my regular checkup, and I got to thinking about a way that I could talk motors. I said, Doc, what's an electric motor, one that runs things, bring to mind? Well, sir, he gave me a funny answer. He took that there hearing device out of his ears and put it in mine. Now, for a while I just listened, and then I got the notion. It was his way of talking motors. Of course, doctors, they ain't engineers, but you know, he give me something to ponder. Now, motors and hearts, they ain't much the same. But it's funny, we expect the same out of them. I mean, we want them to be strong, we want them working steady, that's for sure, and we don't want nothing to go haywire. You can bet your Uncle John on that. You know, a lot of us, we don't pay much attention to a heart or a motor until something goes wrong with them. And then is when all of a sudden it's mighty important. If somebody was to come to me and say, old-timer, I want you to buy us some motors, I'd look at it just a little different since I talked with Doc. I'd look for things in a motor like I was shopping for a new heart. What would I look for? Well, a dependable heart, that's for sure. A strong one with endurance, one that was made to fit me special. And I'd ask for a guarantee of long life. I'm even talking like a motor buyer now, ain't I? And I'd go to a place where I knew they knew how to make what I wanted. I'd go where they'd made enough good ones so I wouldn't have to worry, can they make mine? Yes, sir. because there I'd know that they could handle my business and understand what I was talking about. A good motor, it can add to the prestige of your product. Oh, we know the lady in the house, she don't buy a washer or a refrigerator because it's got a Delco motor in it. She picks a name she knows. And if she's smart enough to pick a great name, why then she stands a good chance of getting a Delco motor in it. But just like I said, she don't know much about motors. Why, if I was to walk up and ring her bell and ask her, "Lady, how many electric motors do you have in your house?" It's pretty safe to say she don't know. Of course, if the electric power was to go off, she'd soon find out. But we wouldn't want to see a pretty little lady like that shoveling coal, or rubbing clothes, or chopping ice. Now, she's got a lot of little motors doing all them chores for her. Of course, she might have a washwoman and a maid and half a dozen others working for her. She might if her husband was rich. He ain't, though. But she's got the electric motor, and it's made it possible to live rich even if she ain't. If you ask me, this motor age had come just in time. Preserving food, well, it ain't no problem, not anymore. And folks is saving time. The time it took to think up ways to get out of washing dishes. They got electric motors to do a broom's work. And them washer machines, why, they got them down to a point now you can almost wash your socks without taking them off your feet. Now, it used to take this lady almost an hour a day just to hang up the twins' diapers. Used to, before she got that new dryer on the installment plan. That's all right, though. It give her time to play and time to do other things, like iron shirts. Husband bought that electric mangle for her before they knew they was going to have twins. Women everywhere, and kids too, they're living a little better because there's some good electric home tools to work with. Of course, her husband ain't exactly going poor. His company put in air conditioning, and they got them fine electric water coolers. But it don't stop there. Folks on the farm, they got it better on account of the electric motor. I reckon there ain't a job that can't be done better with an electric motor. Even drying the hay automatic now. Yes, sir. Farms is taking a lesson from industry. Of course, motors in industry, you're going to find them wherever there's wheels turning. Plenty of them. Serving the machine tool industry and all its special needs. And industrial motors, they got their place in the automotive plants, doing the toughest jobs that motors have ever been put to, doing jobs that they're built for. It's pretty safe to say there's electric motors behind almost everything you eat, wear, and use. And there's motors to make you comfortable and safe on trips. Electric motors and transportation, they go right together. Keeping trains heated, lights...